Okay, I'm joined here with Linda Campbell from Mind Mastery, who's going to be talking to us about the importance of sleep, and especially now with things how they're going with lockdown, how stress can impact sleep. Well, we went through stress, but specifically on how to identify if you're getting enough sleep and some strategies on how to get quality sleep. So, firstly, welcome, Linda.
Thank you, Denver. How are you?
I'm good. Good, thank you. Good, thank you. So, firstly, why is sleep important?
Well, today we tend to think that we don't need that much sleep. You know, a lot of people think they can get by with just a few hours sleep, but your brain is actually more active while you're asleep than it is during the day. And there's a number of things that it's doing. One thing that it's doing is cleaning out all the toxins that have built up in the brain. Remember, your brain's just is an organ. And there's a lot of toxins build up there during the day, and it cleans them out when you're asleep. And if you're not cleaning out those toxins, that's what tends to lead towards that foggy thinking. You know, when you're tired, you can't really think clearly. It's also resetting all the neurochemicals in the brain. So things like dopamine and serotonin and those things are being replenished up to the proper levels. And it's also affects your appetite. So if you're not getting enough sleep, you start to get foggy thinking. You're more likely to become depressed or anxious or even develop a psychotic disorder. You're 10 times more likely to make mistakes. And that can have disastrous consequences, especially things like driving or operating heavy machinery. And in terms of your appetite, you're more likely to feel hungry and to make poor food choices. You're more likely to go for simple carbohydrates and things like that.
Yeah, definitely. So, definitely, my shift worker clients struggle massively, you know, as well to lose weight because they're constantly up and down all over the place. Yeah,
there's lots of studies about shift work and sleep and losing weight. Yeah, it's a real problem for them.
Definitely. Sorry, Linda, continue. My bad.
Sorry, that's fine.
I jumped in. Yeah. Okay, cool. So how will one? Okay, that sounds great and excellent. Especially some very important reasons to make sure you're getting enough sleep. Question is then, what's roughly the magic number or round? What should we be getting? How many hours sleep a night?
Well, for most adults, it's between 7 to 8 hours, but for teenagers, it's more. It's about 10 hours because their brains are changing and they're growing, so they need that extra sleep. And I know teenagers hate it when I say it, but I can't help the biology. So the way to tell if you're getting enough sleep is basically just how you feel during the day. If you're feeling refreshed and energized, then you're probably getting enough good quality sleep. If you're feeling tired during the day, you know, you can feel you're nodding off, your eyes are closing, then you're probably not getting enough sleep. Something that you can try, probably when you're on holiday, is just to allow yourself to sleep as long as you want for 4 nights in a row. And the amount of sleep that you take on that 4th night is roughly the amount of sleep that you need on a daily basis.
That's really cool. Really cool. And without an alarm clock. Without
an alarm clock, just allowing yourself to sleep. Yeah.
All right.
And I should qualify too that some people have a shorter amount of sleep at night, but they might have a siesta during the day, and that's fine. It's the total amount of hours that you get. I love siestas too. So it's the total amount of hours that you get that's really important.
I think that's really cool, especially for my industry, fitness industry, because typically we have 6 a.m. or 6 a.m., 5 a.m. sessions. Even here, the F45 does 4:30 a.m. sessions. So for those trainers, you know, as well getting up there, and I know they would have backed that up with the previous night of working up until about 7:30, 8 p.m. So you break down those numbers, they're only getting about 5 hours sleep. And think that you can be motivating, uplifting to your client that early hours with only a few hours sleep under your belt. Well, you're kidding yourself. So that's where it's good. Let them know that we can have a siesta. I've been in the industry for 17 years. I've been having a siesta pretty much the entire time. Some people look at me like I'm an idiot that way, but I don't care. I've been here amongst the longest, so and still feel fine. But okay, but that's really, really cool, Linda. Love that. Last one. Some tips now on how we can get better sleep.
Well, one that I talk about a lot is these things, our electronic devices, laptops, computers, all those things.
Yeah.
Our bodies produce a hormone called melatonin, and you can get melatonin tablets from the chemist to help promote sleep. But that's produced naturally. Now that's light sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
When the sun goes down,
mm-hmm.
your body starts to produce melatonin if there's no artificial light around.
Yeah.
So that you're tired, but you also feel sleepy and you can get to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Devices like mobile phones and computers are backlit, and they're backlit with a blue light, which stops the production of melatonin.
There you go.
So check on your device in settings that will have something that will say blue light filter or night shift. Is it on?
Night shift, I think, was on the iPhone. Yeah.
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 Just check that that's set to come on. Or you can set it to come on automatically when the sun goes down. And that way you'll notice the light on your phone becomes yellower, the screen becomes more yellow. But you're not then having all this blue light flooding into your brain and stopping the melatonin production.
Yeah.
Have a bedtime routine so that you're doing the same things just before you go to bed, whether that's turning off the TV and reading for a little while or just whatever it is.
Yeah.
But you're training your mind and body to get ready to go to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's important.
That's excellent.
Make your room dark. Again, this light thing, even street lights can interrupt some people's sleep. So if you need to have, heavier curtains on the windows.
Yeah.
I've had people that the pilot light on a TV in the bedroom is enough to keep them awake. So put tape over things like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've even got like a little charger, and I noticed that it actually, funny enough, that's got a blue light on it, and I can see it right here as it's charging my devices. But I have to put like something over it, otherwise I struggle. Yep. I'm not gonna lie, it just looks weird. Like the room's all lit up with this tiny light, the whole rest of the room, but because it's completely dark, this little light keeping me awake. So yeah.
So exactly. So become aware of things like that and change them. Yeah. And another quick thing is when you get up in the morning, go outside and get some direct sunlight. And that helps to, again, it's about training your body and mind. This is when I go to bed. This is when I fall asleep. This is when I get up in the morning. That helps to reset your body to the time that you want to go to bed at night if you're having problems with that.
That makes perfect sense, doesn't it? If nighttime's triggering off melatonin, but then we stay inside all day long, as well, then for that reason, probably not getting that, well, firstly, a burst of vitamin D, that's going to help us, as well, just feel good, but then to let us know that, okay, it's time to be awake, time to get to work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you're training your body. I'm awake now.
Yeah.
And this is when I'm going to sleep. Okay. Training your mind. Yeah.
Cool. Well, excellent. Well, thank you, Linda. There's some excellent tips. Look, sleep, I feel, is vitally important for everyone. Can help you with a whole bunch of things, including a lot of research that I've found, even myself, with links of lack of sleep or even sleep apnea and dementia. There's just more and more things like that, and I've seen it firsthand as well with my father-in-law. It's not a pretty condition, to say the least. So, but yeah, it just builds in even more so the importance of sleep, and even identifying if you're not getting good sleep, and potentially if you're repeatedly not, if you're always feeling lethargic, depending what you're doing, get yourself tested for sleep apnea. So
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
very good point. Yeah.
You could be fit,
Definitely.
healthy, all that, but this condition, a sleep apnea, not a lot out there, in terms of mainstream about it, but it's got a lot of links to some horrible conditions later on in life.
Yeah, heart conditions as well.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you, Linda. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Denver. Thanks for the opportunity.
Not a problem. Not a problem. And we'll see you another time, I'm sure, for another awesome interview. Thank you, Linda.
Okay, thanks.
Bye-bye.